Hello students, you are welcome in Limits and Derivatives part 9. This is chapter 13. Today we will start derivative. Now in real life there are several examples, several situations where a particular parameter is changing with respect to some other parameters. So today we will discuss the one if one parameter is changing with respect to some other parameter and it is derivative, the change in one parameter with respect to some other parameter. So to understand this, you consider an example. Suppose position of a body is changing at different time intervals. So using this, it is possible to find out the rate of change of its position. So that is velocity. So what is velocity? It is the rate of change of distance with respect to time. So here distance function that will be expressed in terms of time, and by changing time we can find the distances, and velocity is the rate of change of distance with respect to time. Now in terms of derivatives, so velocity is derivative of distance with respect to time. So derivative is the change in one parameter with respect to some other parameter. So now what is definition? If f is a real valued function whose domain is set of real values and a is a point in its domain. So a is a point in its domain. The derivative of f at a, it is denoted by f dash a. So f dash of a, it is derivative of f at a, any particular point. A is any particular point in the domain. So derivative at a will be represented by f dash a, and it is defined as f dash a is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of a plus h minus f a upon h. This is a definition of the derivative of function fx at any particular point a. So we will evaluate limit of this function and we will get derivative at a point. Now geometrical interpretation. What is derivative geometrically? Let y is equal to fx is any curve, and if fx is any curve, suppose x is equal to a, then image of a will be fa. So you can understand this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate. So a fa is any point on this curve. So let p a fa is any point. Now we were considering in the previous chapter that is x1 y1 is the point, but we can also consider in this way. So let p fa is any point and q a plus h f a plus is another point. This is graph of function fx. This is point p a f a after interval of a plus h. The value of x is increasing. So at a plus h, so image of a plus h is f of a plus h. So let this is another point q a plus h f of a plus h. So if you join pq and from p and q you draw perpendiculars. So to understand what is distance a, so this is distance a. Let this point is a. So OA is distance a. OL is distance a plus h. Similarly QR is QL is distance f of a plus h, and RL, this distance, is distance FA. This is FA. So this distance is equal to this one. So this distance is FA. If you consider this triangle PQR, so this distance is QR and QR distance is QL minus RL. QL is f of a plus h. So QR is f of a plus h minus FA. And what is h? This distance is h, because this distance OL is a plus h. This distance OA is a. So this distance is h. So in this triangle PQR, So QR side is f of a plus h minus fa. It is written here. And what is PR? PR side is h. So it means what will, when h tends to 0, suppose this point, this distance is reducing, it means q is coming closer to p. Q is coming closer to p. You can also say in terms of limit q is approaching p. If q is approaching p, then h will tends to 0. It means h will be approaching 0. So h approaching 0, you can also say q tends to p, or q is approaching p, qr upon pr. And in this triangle, if this angle is alpha, then qr upon pr is tangent of alpha, and it is slope of the line pq. Now at p point, if you draw tangent, this is tangent at p point, and theta is slope of the tangent. So if q is approaching p, then alpha is approaching theta, and at any particular instant alpha will be equal to theta, as h is approaching 0. So alpha will be equal to theta at a particular time. So it means slope of tangent at p will be equal to slope of the chord PQ, or that is in terms of derivatives, in terms of slope. So derivative of function fx at any point a, that is equal to slope of tangent at that point. So it is geometrical interpretation. It is now for any function fx, we can find derivative at every point. So f dash a will exist by changing value of a when a is any value in its domain. So a can be any value in its domain. So it means we can evaluate derivative at every point. And now this is general derivative f dash x. This is derivative of fx at for all values of x. So this is called derivative of fx with respect to x. It means x can be any value in its domain, and f dash x will be defined as, this is general derivative, that was particular derivative, derivative of fx at any particular point. So this is definition of derivative. It will be used in the questions. F dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of a plus x minus fx upon h. So whenever you are asked to find derivative using definition or using first principle, then we will use this method, this limit method. So to understand, now we will discuss a question. So f dash x, it is derivative of fx. F dash x can also be represented as d dx of fx. And if fx is equal to y, so f dash x can also be written as dy by dx. D dfx of fx, it means derivative of fx with respect to x. So dy by dx, we will call it derivative of y with respect to x. And what is f dash a? It is derivative of fx at any particular point a. In terms of d dx, it will be d dx of fx, apply bracket on one side, x is equal to a. It is derivative of fx at a, and it is equal to f dash a. So f dash a can also be written in this way. And if fx is equal to y, then it can be written like this also, dy by dx, apply bracket on one side, x is equal to a. It means derivative of y when x is equal to a. This is particular derivative. So now to apply the definition, you consider one example. Find derivative of x square with respect to x using definition or using first principle. So this is definition of the derivative. F dash x is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus fx upon h. So we will use this definition to find f dash x, solve right hand side. Now fx, let fx is equal to x square. Find f of x plus h. To find out f of x plus h, replace x by x plus h after applying brackets. If you want to apply the bracket, it will be wrong at that time. So it will be x plus h whole square. Replace x by x plus h using brackets. So now f dash x, put values here. F of x plus h is x plus h whole square minus x square upon h. Now if you put h0 here, so we are getting 0 upon 0 type. Now to avoid 0 upon 0, we will have simplification to evaluate limit of this function. So expand the square and simplified it. So it will be h plus 2x when h tends to 0. It is very important to write limit in every step. And when h tends to 0, this is equal to 2x. So derivative f dash x is equal to 2x. It means we can say the derivative of x square with respect to x is 2x. So I hope it is clear. So you try to revise this concept, and that's all for today. Thank you.